Legacy Solutions presents Invest in Yourself 2022 Summer Extravaganza, Saturday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 12424 Lusher Road, St. Louis, Missouri 63138. Legacy Solutions offers personal and business credit repair services and much more. Come on out and enjoy free food, hot dogs, chips, popcorn, snow cones, and turkey legs, door prizes, and gas card giveaways. Legacy Solutions, invest in yourself. 2022 Summer Extravaganza, 12424 Lusher Road, St. Louis, Missouri. We'll see you there.
Welcome to the Christian Business Connection Radio Show. You will be inspired. Now, here is prophetess Nona Thomas.
Good morning, my friends, and welcome to the CBC Radio Show, the Christian Business Connection. I'm your host, prophetess Nona Thomas, and what am I going to say? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, exceedingly glad in it. Yeah, this is that day. Yes, it is. And, you know, I pray that you are rejoicing right along with me. Well, we have another stellar radio program for you today. We're so blessed that God sends us exceptional people to talk about the vision and the mission of what they're doing and how they are a blessing to you and to the community. So if you would like to be on this platform, if you would like your ministry, your business, your organization featured on the platform of the CBC Radio Show, give us a call at 314-274-2725. That's 314-274-2725. Well, I want to tell you that I have a new website in addition to the cbcconnects.me website. I want you to check out nonaworldwide.com. That's nonaworldwide.com. Some great things are on there, some inspiration, just more of what we do. So I encourage you to go to that website, nonaworldwide.com. All right, friends, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, oh, my goodness, we've got some great interviews for you today. And, you just got to call somebody, tell them, text them that the CBC Radio Show is on the air right now. All right, stay with me. I'll be right back. Legacy Solutions presents Invest in Yourself 2022 Summer Extravaganza, Saturday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 12424 Lusher Road, St. Louis, Missouri 63138. Legacy Solutions offers personal and business credit repair services and much more. Come on out and enjoy free food, hot dogs, chips, popcorn, snow cones, and turkey legs, door prizes, and gas card giveaways. Legacy Solutions, invest in yourself. 2022 Summer Extravaganza, 12424 Lusher Road, St. Louis, Missouri. We'll see you there. Well, welcome back, my friends, to the CBC Radio Show, the Christian Business Connection. I'm your host, prophetess Nona Thomas, and we are speaking this morning with none other than Miss Retta Days, who is the chair of the St. Louis County Council. Good morning. How are you?
I am fine. Good morning to you. I'm just very, very pleased to be here. Thank you so much. You sound so chipper today.
Well, you know what? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I can't help it.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. There are a lot of folks did not wake up this morning, and so we're very, very, very. Absolutely, we know that. So, with all the devastation around the country, and people enjoying, I don't know where that was, where the stadium fell in, and those people died there. It's not guaranteed. So we just need to be thankful and stay prayed up.
Indeed, indeed. Folks will say, Nona, how you doing? Good to see you. And I say, It's good to be seen.
It is good to be seen. Absolutely.
Yes,
right.
It is. I'm so glad that you just mentioned about really so many things that are going on really around the world or country, just even in our own communities. And, you have a charge that you have lived up to for many, many years in this political arena. And the election is coming up for you to be reelected. And that's on August 2nd. And I want to talk with you this morning, if we could, just to encourage people and to inform people about their voting rights.
Nona, this is very, very troubling at this stage of where we are in this country. We know the challenges that black people have faced trying to get the right to vote. And it seems that every year the powers that be are trying to roll back some of those rights. And this past legislative session, they did just that. They I don't want to say took away, but they're trying to make it more difficult for us to even vote. And that's just a travesty. But when I talk to people, I said, we have to show them. This is Missouri. We're going to show you. You can put up all the barriers that you want, but we're going to overcome those barriers, and we're going to show up at the polls and vote. Whatever it takes. Right. Whatever it takes. So, we have to have the photo ID. No longer is the little card that they send you from the election board. That's no longer a legitimate form of identification. What a travesty is that? We grew up in neighborhoods where, we didn't always have birth certificates. We use the Bible as how we record it. And so if you have to have a birth certificate to go and get your photo ID, what does that mean? That means you don't get it, and that means you don't get to vote. It's a travesty.
It really is. And what excites me so much about this interview and speaking with you is that I can hear the passion in your voice about making sure the community knows what they have to do and know about these changes. And I tell you, that change about the voting card that you would get in the mail, that's no longer applicable. I know many people who are like, what?
Exactly.
And it's just not fair. But we have to push past all those things, don't we?
Absolutely. We have to do, and I said, the churches, the school, whatever avenue we have to do, we have to make sure that our folks get out there so they can get registered. If they need any kind of additional information, we have to go above and beyond. A lot of people are transplants. They weren't born here in Missouri. That means you have to go to another state to get your original birth certificate. Those are the kinds of barriers that are being put up to keep us from accessing the ballot and from being able to vote as we want. I grew up in the segregated South, and I know how difficult it was for black people to go to the polls. You had to go there, and they made you. And people laugh at these kind of things when they see them in the movies. But you had how many marbles in this jar? You have to tell that, and some of them have to recite, parts of the Constitution or the preamble. And the people that are actually giving you the test, they can't read it themselves, Wow. But this is what they put in front of us, and it was hard, but we prevailed, and we pretty soon got the right to vote. And many of your seniors, they remember these kinds of things, and they know how important it is.
Yes. Because you have that experience, having grown up in the South, as you said, firsthand the voting challenges and how, what went on, and how you see that those things are trying to happen here just in our state, in this region. And so I believe that experience, that personal experience that you saw and you saw family and community go through, that's what's helping you in the fight here in Missouri. Am I right?
Absolutely, because what did they say? I can see that train coming around the corner. Okay, I can see and how these things present themselves, how they set them up. Oh, we're just trying to make sure there's no fraud. All these kinds of excuses that they use. But at the end of the day, they realize that the most loyal voting bloc of people are black people, and they know that. And the second group, black women. And they know that, and so whatever that the powers that be that can kind of discourage that kind of activity, that's what they'll do.
Yes, yes. Well, as we said, Ms. Days, the election is coming up soon on August 2nd. What tips or ideas would you give to our listeners this morning to just make sure that, you know, that they're to register if they haven't registered, to make sure they have things in place so they'll have no challenges when they get to that poll?
Well, I wanted to make sure that they have their registration in order, okay? And and for the county, I can only speak for the county right now. Sure. The election board is located at Northwest Plaza. All right, and so they have to call out there and make sure that they are indeed registered, and then have them to tell you what do you need to bring to the polls in order to vote. I do have that contact number for the election board if you'd like that. It's area code 314-615-1800. And so if you have any questions about your qualifications to vote, that's the number that you call, and they will take care of you. I also want another thing that is a misnomer here. In Missouri, our felons can vote. Once you have done your time and you are off paper, which that means you're no longer reporting to the system at all, that you are able to cast your ballot to vote. A lot of people in a lot of states don't have that opportunity, but in Missouri, we still have that for our felons to be able to do that. You just have to make sure you're clean and off paper, and that's all. Make sure your registration is in order, and you can vote. In doing door-to-door, people will say, well, no, I can't vote. I'm a felon. And so I go into my, Q&A, are you off paper? How long have you been? That kind of thing. And they said, you know what? I didn't know that. Interesting. Very interesting that no one tells them about that. But absolutely, that is the case. Mm-hmm.
Well, that is such great information. I want to give that number again to the election board, St. Louis County. That is 314-615-1800. 314-615-1800. So if you have a question or if you're in doubt on something, call that number, okay, because they can give you all of the correct information, all right?
That's correct. That's correct.
I can imagine what it takes to run a campaign of the magnitude that you have. And volunteers are always important. There may be some folks, young people, older people, anyone who is listening right now, and they want to be a part, and I'm going to say, of the winning campaign. But then
the winning campaign, we're going to claim it today, okay?
That's it. And to just be a part and to help in the community, how would they do that?
They can reach me at 314-722-6628. That is the campaign headquarters for my campaign. The office is located at 8957 Natural Bridge Road. And so we are open for anyone who wants to help us do anything that you think would be helpful or we think that can be helpful. We are absolutely welcoming your presence and your participation.
Oh, wonderful. Now, what if someone's listening and they're saying, well, I'm not able to give my time, but I'm willing to put a yard sign up or stickers or things of that nature. How could they do that?
They can call that same number and say, my address is, and I want a sign in my yard, and someone will deliver that sign to them. If they are in the area and want to come by the office and pick up one, they can do that. But we'd like to make sure and come out to you and give that sign to you so that you won't be inconvenienced. So we do like to do that as well. But call the office and we'll make it happen.
Yes, because many can show their support in that manner. Folks work in varying schedules, but that yard sign can definitely make a difference, can it?
It speaks a lot, and I know a lot of times people will put yard signs in, on the highways and things like that. I want my yard signs in people's yards because that tells me you are supportive of me because you've taken the time to get that sign in your yard, and that means a lot to me.
Yes, yes. We're going to be talking weekly as we lead up to the election, and I want to encourage my listeners to tune in every week to hear the different topics that we're going to talk about because these are things that are close to your heart that you want to continue and finish in your election. Am I right?
Absolutely. This is ongoing work, and I say the job is not done yet, and I want to stay there long enough to continue the job that I have to do, and that's representing people in the North County area. For a long time, people in this area have just been neglected. The kinds of resources and services that we get are minimal at best, and so when you have people that are willing to work hard and make sure that those kinds of services reach their people, that's what my plan is. That's what I have been doing, and that's what I want to continue to do.
Yes. Ms. Days, you have been in the political arena for how many years?
Let's just say 20 plus, okay? Because, I started off as a school board member in the Normandy School District and from the state representative, and I served there for 7 years, and in the Senate for 8 years. So I've been in this business for quite a while. I've been a public service. This is what I call myself. I've been a public servant for many, many years, and very, very proud to be able to do that. And circumstances allowed me to be able to devote a lot of time and energy to that. So I'm very appreciative.
Yes, I asked that question because, I just want our listeners to know, this is not something that you thought about doing, recently, okay? This is something that you have dedicated your life to, which is, I like what you said, you are a public servant because you are working for the community. You are working for the best interest of the public. And I can tell that is truly what brings you joy.
It really does. It's just, you wake up thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it. What is it what do the citizens of the First District need right now? I'm accessible to them. Many of them have my cell phone number. I just want to be accessible to the people, and I think that through all of those positions, I have maintained that, and I think my citizens appreciate that.
I know they do. I want to let our listeners know that they can contact your campaign headquarters for further information on how they can be involved, the yard signs, at 314-722-6628. 314-722-6628. Ms. Days,
that's correct.
In closing, what else is on your heart this morning that you'd like to say in closing?
Well, I just want to let people know that it is an honor. I'm humbled to be able to serve. It is an honor to be able to serve them and to, help do whatever it is I can do to make their lives, a little more bearable, to run some of the traps. Sometimes people get caught up in the maze of county government, state government, and being able to, help them navigate those channels and maybe cut some of them out if I can go ahead and make things happen for them. That's crucial for me because I know it can be very, very frustrating when you're dealing with governments like that. So helping people to live better lives, that's what this is about. Yes,
and you are doing an excellent job.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
The community appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. So I want to give the number one more time.
All right.
Your campaign headquarters, because we want people surely to contact you, to reach out. And also, Ms. Days, what is your website address?
Website is, we always say the www, right? But it is rittodays.com. Very simple, rittodays.com.
Indeed. And that phone number to the campaign headquarters is 314-722-6628.
That's correct. And I look forward to, because these kind of campaigns, a lot of energy is put into that. And so I need the help, and I appreciate the help. And so just give me a call, and we can put you to work.
Indeed. And let me also ask, they can call that number to find out about your fundraising efforts and to be a part of that, and also on the website. Am I right?
That's correct. That is correct. They can even donate online if they choose to do that. That's I think it's called Act Blue, and that's what we have as Donation Act Blue. Mm-hmm.
Great. Thank you again for being a part of the CBC Radio Show, Miss Retta Days, who is the chair up for re-election of the St. Louis County Council. Thank you for all you do.
And thank you for having me. I certainly appreciate this opportunity to talk to my citizens. All right?
All right. Right. Praise the Lord. All right, friends, we're going to take a break. Stay with me now. I'll be right back. Thank you for listening to the CBC Radio Show, the Christian Business Connection. Welcome back, my friends, to the CBC Radio Show, the Christian Business Connection. I'm your host, Prophetess Nona Thomas, and I am so excited about my next guest. You are going to learn information that is going to make a difference in your life, family, and friends. I want to welcome back to the CBC Radio Show, Miss Valerie Brown of Legacy Solutions, LLC. Good morning.
Good morning. It is a pleasure to be here again. God have truly blessed and is constantly blessing us. So I am just enthused, happy, and I know that he is opening up doors that I can't even see.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You done preached this morning. Hallelujah. Now, look, before we go further, you know I got to ask you the question. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Is this the day that the Lord has made for you?
Yes, it is, and I will be prosperous, glad in it. You know, I'm going to say this real quick. You know, I realize that you can't take nothing for granted, nothing. And I am so happy and blessed to be here speaking with you today. I really am. But this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will be glad in it.
That's it. I love it. I love it. Great answer. Great answer. Well, you know, I tell you, I think that our listeners who are tuning in right now, they're going to be blessed. They've been blessed already just on the little bit we've talked about. But you provide services for individuals, families, businesses, and Legacy Solutions, which I love the name. It just speaks volumes right there. Tell us one of the things that's closest to your heart on why you started this company, Legacy Solutions, and then we'll get into all of the great benefits and services that you had. But why did you feel there was a need for Legacy?
You know, I am an ordained minister, and sometimes everybody thinks your ministry have to be in the church, in some type of building. But, you know, there are other ministries of help. And in my heart, I saw the suffering of the people because their credit was bad. Some of the business they had great ideas, but they didn't know where to go with it. You know, I saw the need of the people, and I went after that. And in my heart, I treat this as a ministry somewhat because I love talking to people. I love helping them understand financially which direction to go in. I just love doing what I do. And I think the most important thing, I'm able to give God to the people to let them know hope is not gone. Continue to trust in him because he see you. He never forsaken you. Yes, you are in a downtrodden way because of credit or business, but he is still there. And he didn't make a mistake when he sent you my direction. That's how I look at it.
Oh, my.
He didn't make a mistake.
That's good. That is good. Now, I want to zero in on, as you mentioned, you know, the credit and the businesses. Let's start talking about how you can help business owners. You know, the small business, the entrepreneur, they're so close to my heart, and I know they're so close to your heart. And, you know, there are decisions that folks need to make really today. They need to make some decisions. They didn't know which direction to go to. Tell us how Legacy Solutions can help the small business and the entrepreneur.
Well, with the small businesses, first of all, I want to say that, a lot of people panic. A lot of stresses came when the pandemic happened. Business was closing. People stopped working. And some business was struggling trying to stay open. Well, what Legacy does, we help that business owner with administrative support. We help them with business credit. Now, let me kind of expound on that a little bit.
Sure.
In order to get business credit, you have to deal with your personal credit, because your personal credit, the Social Security number, is attached to your EIN number. Some people think that they can get help because they have an EIN number. But in order to get grants, monies from other institutions, they are going to look at your personal credit as well. But what we do, we work with you to get your personal credit together, and then we take you into our business credit. We do help those with, small businesses that are trying to start up, and businesses that are established and they have lost workers. So we come in and we'll be an admin support. Some of them need bookkeeping, and I'm a big person I want to take on your accounting, your bookkeeping. And I tell all businesses, please keep up with your receipts. And so that if you don't have some kind of accounting software, with your receipts, we will bill you a profit and loss statement, because you have to have one to file your taxes.
You know what? This is great basic information. I love it. What do you say to the business owner who has been in business for a while, and they just want to do a shifting in their business? Perhaps a different way that they do business, different payroll methods, just to even get some fresh ideas to get on a new track. Can you help them with that?
Yes, I have them come in, and I talk to them about your budget. First of all, you have to have a budget. And then I ask them, have you been meeting your benchmarks? Have you had a meeting about what you're doing? How you doing it? And I go from there, but I have to see your records. A lot of businesses, believe it or not, they don't keep up with their receipts. They don't even have an accounting software. And then if they have an accountant working with them, the accountant do all the work and they don't understand what is going on. If you are a business owner, you need to balance your book. You need to understand what reconciliation is. You need to understand what direction you're steering your company in. And some small businesses, any business, they actually need a steering committee. That steering committee will keep you on track, and they will let you know that ideal that you're trying to accomplish is not the one to go after right now. A steering committee helps you prioritize what is important in your life. And the most important thing in a business is to stay on track with your budget. Keep up with that budget. And when you meet your budget, pay attention to the benchmarks, because, of course, your business will turn crooked, go up, go down. Unforeseen things will happen. But if you will deal with your business and pay attention to your budget, when something happens, you have already had an escrow for these unforeseen things. You have to pay attention to your budget and your benchmarks.
Wow, that's quality information right there. And just in what you said, I know that has stirred up, thinking and with our entrepreneurs and those who even want to start a business this morning. I want to take a pause right here and get you to give us your contact information, because I know that this broadcast is airing right now, but you might get a call right after this, because people are, it's a serious time right now, and people are stepping out into their dreams, okay, and you can help them. So what is all of your contact information?
I can be reached at 314-566-2830 or 314-473-9727. Give us a call. And let me say this to you, Prophetess. Small business, people are starting small businesses all over. They don't want to go to work. They realize, or either their job have expired, the business and closed, and they're starting their own business. We here at Legacy will help you start your business. We would talk to you about what is an EIN, how to get your fictitious title. Why should you be an LLC or S Corp or C Corp, a sole proprietor? What type of marketing do you need? What inventory should you have at start off? So we actually work with startup business, and we train them and teach them. And I do a 30-day meeting with small businesses. I tell them, no, if you can't meet with me, you have to be serious about your own business. And we need to meet, because you're not going to get all this information in one setting.
Yeah, that's important, because what it sounds like, you want to really walk in detail through this process with your clients. But you're so true. Yeah. The folks have to be dedicated to the process, and it is a process. One of the things one of the things that Legacy Solutions is known for saying is that you have to invest in your future. Am I right?
Yes, you have to invest in your future. You have to get serious about your future, because this is your pathway. This is your walk. And then I'm going to throw this in, and I know we're talking about business, but the Word of God said, do all things in decency and in order. And when you don't do things in decency and in order, you find yourself all over the place. So you have to come down and realize what it is that you're trying to do and narrow it, and then go after your dreams. But you have to participate, and it have to be something in your heart to do. Most businesses succeed because that owner, that was in their heart to do it, and then they will keep going at it. But if you just, you're not serious about it, you'll fail. You really will, because this is a walk. It's just like a walk with God. It really is. You have to trust Him on every hand with this business.
Yes,
you really do.
Yes. Now, what would you say are one of the first steps? Of course, calling you, setting an appointment, consultation to sit down to find out what the needs are of your client. And would I be accurate in saying sometimes what they may need, but they don't know they need 10 other things, or that they may not need what they think they need. You can help get clarity and all that, can't you?
Yes. I sit down, I do the consultation. With this consultation, I am going over every little bit, every piece of your financial walk. We sit down and we look at your credit reports, all three of them, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And we begin to come up with a master plan. Sometimes I have to do harassment, stop harassment, you know. I have to look at all those inquiries. Some of the inquiries that is on the report are duplicate, and we have to get all that off. You have to realize, some people say, well, I'm going to credit repair, and they don't want to pay a bill. You made that bill. And if you try to dispute and say, I didn't have that, I don't know who that person is, do you know that company will send you every signature page that you signed? So now we have to do some negotiations. So I deal with negotiations. So I'm the one that goes through with a fine-tooth comb. And that's why I request. I tell people, you don't really want to come in every 30 days, and I'm serious about that. You have to be serious about your credit repair. Because if you're serious about it, and then your next step is to perhaps start a business, it will be so much easier. But you have to be serious about it, because I'm going to look through every piece of your credit report and tell you exactly what you need to do to improve it.
You know, you are, this is not a fly-by-night, things that you do. You have been in financial services for many years. So you've seen the trends, you've seen the ups and downs, and that type of experience is simply invaluable, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You know, I've had businesses that wanted to change their EIN, or they wanted to, they don't want to be an LLC or a sole proprietor. There are things that we have to make an addendum to. Those things, I am so serious about working with businesses, because small businesses, they really have a hard time, because they actually, really don't know which direction to take when they are in a pickle. So my goal is to help keep you out of the clutches of the IRS. So there are things that I push at, and I will call them. I tell them, I'm all over it. So make sure when you come, you be prepared for me to tell you exactly what is going on with your credit. I really do. I work with bankruptcy, people that have bankrupt, also child support, student loans. All of those things impact our lives. But we cannot just sit there and avoid it. We have to do something about it.
Well, I think that today, listening to you, anyone who is has been considering, wondering, where do I go from here? And we've been talking about businesses and entrepreneurs, but your services are for individuals, for families as well. This is for everyone, isn't it?
Yes, it is, because in order to do a business, your personal credit needs to be cleaned up. You can't jump and get a business. I know it's been out there saying, oh, you just started EIN. But remember, your personal Social Security number is attached to the EIN number. So you have to get your personal credit together. Clean up your credit, because you never know what you may need it for. It can be an emergency, and you don't have any money to do anything with. But once you get your credit together, you can get credit cards. You can get loans, but you have to start with your personal credit first. Find out what's going on with your credit. Some people have, wrong information. They have outdated, obsolete stuff on their credit that they don't even know. They have, 15 or 20 different addresses that you lived there maybe 20 years ago. It is time to clean up your credit.
That's good. That is good. That is good. Give us all of your contact information one more time, would you please?
Legacy Solutions. Give us a call. We are here to help you. 314-566-2830 or 314-473-9727.
Great, great, great. We're just about out of time. Is there anything else that you'd like to say in closing this morning?
Yes. I want to say, Legacy also, and I know this is off, but Legacy also do Toro. I know that a lot of the churches are looking for buses. Call Legacy. We can help with all of those things.
My goodness. Legacy Solutions, LLC. You've got everything. Thank you so much, Ms. Valerie Brown, for being a part of the Christian Business Connection and the CBC Radio Show today. And we're going to be hearing from you next week as well. There's some great things, much more great things that we're going to let the community know about Legacy. Am I right?
Yes, and thank you so very much, because this is my heart, my ministry. This is to help people realize that we are not defeated. We just got to walk the right way to get what we need.
All right. I think that's a drop the mic moment. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Again,
Bye.
Ms. Valerie Brown of Legacy Solutions, LLC. Thank you for being on the CBC Radio Show this morning.
Thank you so much. You have a blessed one.
All right. Well, friends, we're going to take a short break right here. You know how we do it. Stay with me now. I'll be right back.
My name is Larry Young. I served in the Air Force from 1972 to 78 as a jet engine mechanic during the Vietnam War. I look forward to using some of the tools Salute Service offers to enrich lives of veterans and their caregivers. If you are in need of streamlined support and resources, contact Salute Service at www.saluteservice.org or call 314-246-0380.
Thank you for listening to the CBC Radio Show, the Christian Business Connection.
Good morning. My name is Rita Days, Chair of the St. Louis County Council. I am a candidate for re-election. On August 2nd, I encourage you to come out and vote for me. Volunteers are always needed and welcome. The campaign headquarters, 8957 Natural Bridge Road. The campaign phone number, 314-722-6620. The website is ritadays.com. I am running on courage. I want courage to fight for North County and the 1st District. I'm focused on these 3 things: transparency, keeping you informed on what is going on in county government, to provide equitable resources that benefit my constituents and help the community. Again, on August 2nd, that's the date. Make your ancestors proud and let them know that their fight for voting rights was not in vain. August 2nd is the date. Rita Days is the candidate. Thank you.
Legacy Solutions presents Invest in Yourself 2022 Summer Extravaganza, Saturday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 12424 Lusher Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63138. Legacy Solutions offers personal and business credit repair services and much more. Come on out and enjoy free food, hot dogs, chips, popcorn, snow cones, and turkey legs, door prizes, and gas card giveaways. Legacy Solutions, invest in yourself. 2022 Summer Extravaganza, 12424 Lusher Road, St. Louis, Missouri. We'll see you there. Inviting you to tune in every Wednesday morning right here on Hallelujah 1600 from 9 to 9:30 a.m. You will be inspired, uplifted, and encouraged every Wednesday from 9 to 9:30 a.m. The midweek message. Thank you for listening. Hi, this is Prophetess Nona Thomas, host of the Midweek Message, along with my co-host, Bishop H.L. Fitzpatrick, inviting you to tune in every Wednesday morning right here on Hallelujah 1600 from 9 to 9:30 a.m. You will be inspired, uplifted, and encouraged every Wednesday from 9 to 9:30 a.m. The Midweek Message. Thank you for listening. Welcome back, my friends, to the CBC Radio Show, the Christian Business Connection. Well, I tell you, we've got our dear friend who is going to help us once again this morning. You surely know her voice by now. I want to welcome to the CBC Radio Show, Miss Bridget of BG Resource Insurance Agency. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, do you ever get tired of me asking you the question? Because it's the truth, isn't it?
It's the truth, and I don't get tired at all.
Is this the day that the Lord has made for you?
Yes, and I'm glad in it. I'm rejoicing every day.
Yes. You know, I want to talk about several things. You know, one thing that we want to encourage people to do is the opportunities that you have afforded to do virtual private consultations. You know, for those who maybe their time schedules are really hectic or they're concerned about COVID, you offer a relief and a system, don't you?
Yes, I do. I offer consultation where you don't even have to leave your home. Virtual over the phone enrollments. You can ask me questions. We can look at plans together over the phone. So if you can't come out, you certainly can call me.
Yes. And one thing I also like about what you're offering is people need to know that there's some security in the decisions that they make for their health benefits. And I believe that people have discerned through our many conversations that you are concerned about what they're concerned about. Am I right?
Yes, I am truly concerned about God's people. Health insurance is very important. It's a necessity that everybody needs. And I just want to be a blessing and, answer questions that you might have or you think you might have.
Yes. I know that your resources are just, so lengthy. But I know I never really talked about the videos that you have, the helpful videos that you have that gives information about what you've done in the community, which folks can find on your website. Tell us about that, because those videos really give insight into the heart of BG Resource.
Yeah, so those are just little tidbits that encourage you that you can always call BG Resource for your questions about health insurance, life insurance, or general resources. You can check my website at www.bgresource.com.
Yes. And I know that we have really talked extensively about the changes in the Part B premiums. And you've heard the concerns of your clients and people that call in. Just give us an update, if you would. This may be the first time that somebody's tuning in. Tell us about those changes with the Part B premiums.
Yeah, so in the ones that's on Medicare, you should have gotten notices in January that the Part B premium has went up to $170.10 every month. But it is help out there for that. So that's why I want you to connect with BG Resource so we can determine if you're eligible for your Part B premium to be paid every single month. I can help you out with that by assisting you with the resources to get that done so you can take advantage of that.
I think it's important that folks know that sometimes situations may look like, oh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? But unless you reach out, unless you take just pick up the phone and make that call, I think folks may be pleasantly surprised as to how you can help them with all of their insurance needs. So let's just take this time, if we would, Ms. Bridget, give us all of your contact information.
Sure. So it's BG Resource Insurance Agency. We're located at 10720 West Florissant, St. Louis, Missouri, 63136. We're right across the street from the Walmart on West Florissant and next door to Little Caesar Pizza. My telephone number is 314-915-5575. And if you're in a different state, I do have a toll-free number of 877-356-7277, or you always can connect with us on the website at www.bgresource.com.
Yes, and you have that toll-free number because you have services in several states. Give us that listing of those states where your services can be found.
Sure. I'm local in Missouri, Illinois, in Texas, in Arizona, I'm in Mississippi, I'm in Florida. Let's see. Sometimes I have to write them down to remember.
Yes.
In South Carolina. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And Tennessee.
All right. We don't want to leave Tennessee out. That's right.
Right.
I remember one time that we were talking about the many services that you offer, and I just want to touch on life insurance. We hear, that sometimes certain services or certain monthly amounts that you pay or annually can be let go. People like, well, you know what, it's tight, my finances, I'm just not going to pay this, so I'm going to let it go. Talk on the importance of keeping your life insurance current.
Yes. So life insurance is just as important as health insurance. And I always say the unexpected can happen any day or any time. So if you're concerned about if you're paying too much for a policy, connect with BG Resource. We can look at your policy and determine, okay, let's look at your budget, and we can get a policy that's just right for you. So life insurance is very important. We have packages for the whole entire family.
That's good, the whole entire family. And for some people, it surely may be less expensive than you think. Or what about this, Ms. Bridget? For folks who may have current life insurance, can you give them, some consultation or pricing? You may have better rates.
Yes. So we can look at, we do reviews, because you might have this policy that's been a term, and term policies end. So you might have had a policy 10 or 15 years ago that's about to term. So I would suggest that you do a review of your policy you have to make sure that it's not going to term, because if it turns, that means it's over. So we are in business to help you and save policies where we can convert it, or, help you convert it into a whole life. So this policy can last for your rest of your life and not end.
That's good. We're just about out of time. Give us all of your contact information again, would you?
Yes, BG Resource Insurance Agency, 10720 West Florissant, St. Louis, Missouri, 63136. We're right across the street from Walmart on West Florissant and next door to Little Caesar Pizza. Or connect with me. My website is www.bgresource.com, or you can always call us at 314-915-5575. And those that's out of pound 877-356-7277.
So we've given every way possible to reach out to BG Resource Insurance Agency. Miss Bridget, thank you for being on the program.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, friends, stay with me. Thank you, my friends, for listening to the CBC Radio Show today. What a joy it always is to be with you right here every single Sunday. Look, I want to tell you that if you want to be on the CBC Radio Show, please go to the website, cbcconnects.me. That's cbcconnects.me, and drop me a note saying you want to be a part of this exciting platform. Or you can call 314-274-2725. Thank you to all my spectacular, extraordinary guests for being on the CBC Radio Show today. We thank you so much for what you're doing in the community. And we thank you for listening to the CBC Radio Show today. You know what I'm going to say. To God be the glory.
Thank you for listening to the CBC Radio Show. Hope you tune in next week. To God be the glory.